In the far-off galaxy of Zarnak, nestled between stars unknown to humans, there was a planet unlike any other. It was a world of endless oceans, towering cities, and civilizations far more advanced than Earth's. The inhabitants of this planet, the Zarnakians, were beings of incredible intelligence and beauty, but their hearts were cold and their ambitions vast. They had explored countless planets and systems, but one thing had always eluded them: understanding the most mysterious of creatures they had ever encountered: humans. On Zarnak, there lived a curious young Zarnakian girl named Zeta. Unlike most of her kind, Zeta had an insatiable curiosity about the universe and the beings that inhabited it. She spent her days studying the stars, galaxies, and alien species, but it wasn't until one fateful day that her fascination with humans grew into something far greater. While scrolling through ancient data archives from distant planets, Zeta came across a series of images: human boys. These boys, with their bright eyes, mischievous smiles, and wild energy, immediately captured her attention. Zeta had heard stories of humans before, but she had never seen them in such detail. What struck her most was not just their appearance, but the raw, untamed energy they exuded. There was something in their eyes that no other species seemed to possess: hope, ambition, and a relentless drive to survive. Zeta was fascinated. She could not stop looking at the images, replaying videos, and studying the movements of these human boys. She watched as they laughed, fought, explored, and worked together. There was a passion in their lives that was unlike anything she had ever seen among her own kind. Sarnakians were brilliant, yes, but they were also rigid, bound by rules, and an unyielding pursuit of perfection. Humans, on the other hand, seemed to live with a spirit that could not be tamed. Zeta yearned to understand it, to experience it for herself. Without warning, Zeta made a decision that would change the course of her life. She would travel to Earth, a planet she had only seen in distant data, to meet these human boys. There was something she had to discover, something that called to her in a way no science or technology could explain. The only way to truly understand what made humans so different was to experience it firsthand. Zeta, with her advanced knowledge of space travel, quickly constructed a small spacecraft capable of reaching Earth. With a mixture of excitement and uncertainty, she set her course for the blue planet below, the one that had captivated her imagination for so long. As she descended through Earth's atmosphere, Zeta was struck by the vibrant colors and the vastness of the land below her. The sprawling cities, the green forests, the glittering oceans, everything seemed so full of life. Her heart raced with anticipation as she prepared to land in a small town, not far from where a group of human boys were said to live. Upon landing, Zeta stepped out of her ship, her long silver hair flowing behind her like a stream of light. Her skin shimmered with an iridescent glow, and her eyes, large and bright, scanned the surroundings. She was an alien, a being unlike any human had ever seen, yet she felt drawn to them in a way she couldn't explain. She walked into the nearby park, where she had heard the boys often played. There, sitting on a bench, were several human boys, laughing and joking with one another. They looked up as Zeta approached, their expressions changing from curiosity to awe. They had never seen anyone like her before. There was something undeniably magnetic about her presence. "Who are you?" one of the boys asked, his voice filled with wonder. "I'm Zeta," she replied, her voice soft but strong. "I've come to learn about your world." The boys were stunned. How could someone so otherworldly, so beautiful, be here? But Zeta's eyes held a warmth that made them feel safe. Without thinking, they invited her to sit with them, to join in their games and laughter. As the days passed, Zeta spent more and more time with the boys. She watched them play sports, talk about their dreams, and even struggle with their own challenges. She was amazed at their resilience. No matter how difficult life became, no matter how many obstacles they faced, these boys never gave up. They pushed forward with a determination that Zeta could not fully comprehend. It was this willpower, this refusal to be defeated, that fascinated her the most. She began to understand that what made humans special was not their intelligence or technological prowess, but their hearts. They could love, they could feel, and they could endure pain and loss, only to rise again and keep fighting. They weren't perfect, but that imperfection was what made them so unique. Zeta realized that this was the spirit she had been searching for, the spirit of life that refused to be extinguished, no matter how hard the universe tried to break them. One afternoon, as Zeta sat on the grass, watching the boys play a game of soccer, one of them came over to her. His name was Jack, and he had been the first to speak to her when she landed on Earth. "You've been watching us for a while now," Jack said, smiling. "What do you think of us?" Zeta looked at him, her silver hair glistening in the sunlight. "I think you are the most amazing creatures I have ever encountered. You have something that no other species has, something that cannot be measured or understood by science. Your spirit. It is unbreakable." Jack grinned. "That's just who we are. We don't give up." Zeta nodded, her heart swelling with admiration. She had come to Earth to learn, but she had gained something far more valuable. She had discovered the true strength of humanity, not in their minds, but in their hearts. She knew now that humans would one day change the universe. They would not conquer it through science or technology alone, but through the power of their indomitable spirit. As Zeta prepared to leave Earth and return to Zarnak, she felt a sense of peace she had never known. She had learned what she needed to learn. She had seen the beauty of humanity, and it had changed her forever. With a smile, she looked back at the boys, who were still laughing and playing, and for the first time in her life, Zeta felt something that was beyond knowledge or logic: hope.